Aloha everyone, welcome to alohanathieyoga. I'm Nathie and I'll be guiding you today in your practice. I know there's a lot of transitions going on right now and people are going through a lot of things. So let's gather together and just take some self-care time on our mats, letting go and just focusing our energy right in the here and the now. And so we'll come into our breaths. We'll do a practice and let me know in the comments below if there's any other kinds of yoga right now that might serve you in this transition time of the spring. And I'm so happy to be guiding you. So get into something comfy, grab your water, set up your space, and I'll see you there. Aloha.
Welcome everyone back on your mats for another yoga practice. So just make sure that you have 2 blocks with you and possibly anything else like maybe a blanket or a strap if you reach for those things on a regular basis. Please listen to your body. If you need to modify anything, please feel free to do so. Grab some water, take a break, even come into child's pose or on your back if you need that, okay? So we'll begin in a wide-legged child's pose. Open the knees wide, big toes to touch, send the hips back into the heels, and take a moment here, maybe on the forearms, or maybe you'd like to come all the way down, reaching the arms forward, forehead on the mat. Take a few deep breaths here, arriving in the space. Can you allow yourself to soften in the heart space, soften the hips, and meeting yourself where you're at today? So that might be doing more, it might be backing off and giving your body a break. It all depends on what you've been going through and how your nervous system is doing. And so take a deep breath in, big breath out. One more. Take one last deep breath, track it all the way down into the torso and maybe even the lower abdomen. Exhale, soften the shoulders, the jaw, and the forehead. Inhale, press up, walk the hands to the right and fold for nice side stretch. Take a deep breath into the left side ribs. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, walk it to the left and fold. Breathing into the right side ribs. Exhale. Inhale, come back to center. Reach one last time. Tent the hands. Press into the finger pads. Walk the fingers forward as you press the hips back a little more to lengthen the spine. And then exhale, release the hands, press up into a tabletop. And so now we're going to warm up the hips, circling the left knee out and down and in. Big circles here. Notice the sensations felt in the left hip joint. And then switch directions here. Drawing the navel up and in slightly, feel the strength in your abdomen. And then take that knee behind the right, okay? Cross the shins opened, and then just sway forward and back. Breathing and exhaling back, breathing in as you move forward. Take your time feeling the hips, the outer hips. Come back to center. Lift that leg up parallel to the mat, toes pointing down. Lift with the left glute, okay? Reach the heel back. Flex the toes towards the knee. Press out of the palms here. Activate the shoulders, activate the upper body. Cross the foot behind the left, plant it on the ball of the foot, and then gaze towards the back foot. You can sway forward and back here again, opening the whole left side body, the outer left hip. Option to keep the left hand planted, taking that right arm up and behind into a bind, adding in a twist. Look down, release the right hand down, lift the back leg parallel to the mat, take a deep breath in. Exhale, knee to nose, crunch it in. Inhale, sweep it back, reach. Exhale, knee to nose. 2 more. Reach it back one last time and release the knee. Bring the knees together this time. Sit back into the heels. Drop the chest onto the thighs. Reach the arms behind you, palms facing up, lowering the forehead onto a block or the mat. Breathe between the shoulder blades and down the back. Exhale, soften the palms of the hands, soften the shoulders. Can you bring more awareness into your practice? Can you be really present with yourself now? Bring the hands forward, bring yourself back up into a tabletop. Take the right knee out and down and in, big circles with that right hip. Allow your authentic body, I call it my temple, to move however it needs to now. Switch directions with the circles. Again, bring awareness to the abdomen. Balancing in both hands. Good. And then take that knee behind the left, open the shins and sway forward and back. Inhale forward, exhale, sit back. A little or as much as you would like, okay? It depends on where you're at with yourself today. Feel your wrists here also, flexing and extending. Inhale, come back up. Reach that leg behind you, parallel to the mat, toes pointing down. Reach, lift with the right glute. Exhale, cross it behind the left, plant the ball of the foot. Gaze towards the back foot. You may sway forward and back here on the ball of the right foot. Option to keep that right hand planted, reaching that left arm up, bringing it behind the back into a bind. Coming into a little bit of spinal rotation and balance. You might feel like your abdomen is kicking in. Look down, release the left hand down, reach that right leg back behind you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, crunch it in, knee to nose. Inhale, sweep it back. Knee to nose. 2 more. And if this is too slow for you, you can always do 6 or 7 or 8 knee to nose in a quicker pace. Inhale, reach it back, hold it here. Reach, 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 and then exhale, lower the knees. Both knees in line with each other. Walk the hands forward. We're coming into a puppy pose. Draw the elbows closer in by the head. Bring the hands behind the head into reverse prayer. Option to double your mat or knee pads underneath the knees. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw the navel up and in as you reach the hips back. Allow the chest to sink in that melting heart pose. And of course, if one of your shoulders or both shoulders are unstable, okay, just come into a normal puppy pose. You can even stay on the forearms. Deep breath here. Release the hands back down. Walk yourself back up into a tabletop. Tuck the toes. Exhale, lift the knees, send the hips up and back for your first downward facing dog. Give yourself a space here. You might want to step it wide, wider than the hips. Pedal the feet, opening the calves and the back line of energy of your body. Draw the elbows down to frame the upper back. The strength is coming from the upper back, okay? And not just dumping into the shoulders, into the spine, okay? Lift the hips up and back to lengthen the spine. Find stillness, drop the heels, and your gaze is between the thighs towards the back of the room. Relax the neck, saying yeses and nos with the neck. You can even sway the hips side to side. I love doing that sometimes. It feels good in the side of my body. Look forward, bring the feet hip width apart. Take a deep breath in, bend the knees. Step the right foot forward, lower the back knee down. Inhale, reach the arms overhead into low lunge. If that's inaccessible, just have your hands on blocks, okay? If the back knee can't be on the ground, keep the hands down, lift the back knee with tucked toes into runner's lunge. Modify as needed. Inhale, grab the left wrist. Exhale, tug it to the right. Nice and slow, feeling everything that's happening in the body. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. Hinge forward at the hips. Exhale, draw the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh for a twist. Inhale, back to center, reach the arms overhead, interlace the fingers, point the indexes back for a small back bend. Lift out of the hips, lift the heart up. Exhale, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, hold it here. Plant the left hand, sweep the right arm to the sky. For a nice long spinal twist, reach the crown forward. Lift the back knee, press into the ball of the front foot. And then release the hand back down on the mat. Step it back into plank. First plank. Okay. Lift the heels. Lift the kneecaps, take a deep breath in, lower the knees, lower down slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes, forehead on the mat, elbows pointing back near the ribs, hands by the ribs, okay? Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. Inhale, lengthen and lift the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, lower. Tent the fingers perpendicular to the shoulders. Inhale, wide cobra. Press out of the finger pads. Lift the heart. Point the toes back. Exhale, lower. One more. Exhale, lower. Hands by the ribs, elbows pointing back. Tuck the toes. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here in your down dog. 2 deep breaths. Open your mouth side out. Last one. And then inhale, look forward, bend the knees, step the left foot forward between the hands, lower the back knee, untuck the toes, inhale, low lunge, arms overhead. Bend the front knee in line with the ankle. Okay. Making sure you're getting a nice bend in the front knee, opening of the hip flexors and quad on the right side. Deep breath here. Activating that back glute. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Draw the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh, twisting to the left. Keep the heart opened. Inhale, back to center. Reach the hands overhead, interlace the fingers, point the indexes back for a nice back bend. Keep the front knee bent. You might be going even more into that nice opening in the hips. And then exhale, plant the hands in the front, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee and runner's lunge. Stay here. Keep breathing. Plant the right hand, sweep the left hand to the sky for a twist. Keep that heart lifted and open to the front. Shoulders relaxed. Strong back leg. And exhale. Plant that hand down, slowly step it back into plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward onto the toes. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Untuck the toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Keep the neck relaxed. Inhale, cobra. Exhale it down. Tuck the toes, inhale, plank. Exhale, hips back for downward facing dog. Ooh, pedal the feet. We're gonna move into a few sun salutations, but we're gonna go extra slow. Okay. Release the heels, take a deep breath in, lift the hips up and back. Feel the hamstring stretch. Exhale, soften in your downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step to the front of the mat and fold. Maybe the hands come on the blocks. Inhale, half lift, hands on shins, maybe the upper thighs, lengthen the crown forward. Exhale, fold. Press out of the feet, inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach the hands overhead. Exhale, slowly fold, leading with the heart. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step it back into plank, lower down, slow and controlled. Untuck the toes, inhale, cobra. Exhale, down, tuck the toes, press up into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, hopper step to the front of the mat and fold. Inhale, flat back. Keep the chest opened. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, energy up the legs. Exhale, cactus the arms. Feel the power in the back body. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank. Inhale, shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower down all the way. Elbows back, untuck the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, press up into cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, press up into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we're moving up. Take 2 deep breaths. Slow and wonderful. Feet closer in together. Inhale, sweep the right leg behind you, 3-legged dog. Hold your 3-legged dog, point the toes down, lift with the back glutes, strong bottom leg. Look behind you. Press out of the palms. And lower that foot down to meet the left. Really powering in our 3-legged dog. Inhale, sweep the left leg behind you. Feel the abdomen grounding you right into the center, the powerhouse, the sacral area, the root. And lower that foot down. Inhale, sweep the right leg back, bend the top knee, stack the hips. Maybe look underneath the armpit if that's possible. Rotate the top knee again. Here we are doing more hip rotations. This time we're really opening up the front and side body as well. This is using our stabilizer muscles as well. Switch directions. Feeling the heat. Inhale, come back to center, reach the foot back. Exhale, step in between the hands. Keep back knee lifted. Inhale, high lunge, crescent lunge. Feel both feet. This is your solid base, right? Both feet are anchoring you down and you're feeling the strength right in the middle center. So equalize the weight in both legs. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale, reach. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale. Exhale, hinge at the hips. Hook the left elbow on the outside of the right thigh for a twist again. Option to have the right hand on the lower back or opening the arms out into a T. We're going to challenge ourselves here. On your next inhale, bring the hands back to heart. Keep yourself twisted. Lift the heart. Lift the chest. Open the arms out into a T. Option to drop the back hand down on the back thigh, reaching the left arm back. Keep the heart lifted. Inhale back into T arms. Windmill the hands forward. Step it back into plank. Inhale, shift the weight forward. Keep strong abdominal muscles. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, up dog. This is optional. Exhale, downward facing dog. Ooh. This is really using your energy, your strength building. Let it out. Bring the feet together. Inhale, sweep the left leg behind you. Bend the top knee, stack the hips. Maybe you're gazing underneath that right armpit. You can see your foot. Rotate the top knee. Equalize the weight in both hands. Use your abdominals to stabilize you. Switch directions with the knee. I know, you can hear my breath. I'm trying. Trying to breathe less intensely, but this is my breath, just like you. Inhale, come back to center, three-legged dog reach. Exhale, step it forward between the hands, modify the stance if needed. Inhale, crescent lunge. Equalize the weight in both feet. Anchor down in the ball of the feet. Inhale. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift out of the hips, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart, hinge at the hips, rotate to the left, hook the right elbow on the outside of the left thigh. Now, again, you have the option to have the left hand on the lower back or opening the arms out into a T. Bring the hands back to the heart. Keep yourself facing the left, twisted. Press out of the feet, come up. Reach the arms out into a T. Drop the back hand down on the back thigh. Reach the right arm back. Inhale into a T. Exhale, windmill the hands forward. Step it back into plank. Shift your weight forward. Exhale, lower down slowly, halfway. Inhale, up dog. Open the shoulders, broaden the collarbones, lift the kneecaps, press into the top of the feet. Exhale, downward facing a dog. Deep breath in, big breath out. You notice the slower we move, the more challenging it gets. You're really building stamina, focus. You're really centered into your practice, strengthening your body and your cardiovascular system. Bring the feet together. Inhale, sweep the right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the right knee towards the right wrist. Lower the shin down. Wiggle that back foot back more into pigeon. And so here you might want blocks underneath the hands. Okay, you might want to stay up for your pigeon, or you might want to come into sleeping pigeon. If you stay up, it'll open, right, the front body a lot more. If you fold in and down, you're getting a deeper external rotation and flexion of the right hip. Wherever you want to go with your body, it's up to you. We're going to hold it here for 5 breaths, slowing down the pace of the breath with longer exhales. Bring awareness to what you're feeling now. Inhale, press yourself up, tuck the back toes, lift the knees, step it back into plank. Take a deep breath in, exhale, down dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweep the left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, draw the left knee into the left wrist. Slide it down, turn the shin in, and slide that back foot back more. Wiggle it back more if you need that. Maybe the hands come on blocks. Maybe you lift the chest and you sink in more. In either case, whether you stay up or you lower down, try and relax the shoulders, the area between the shoulder blades and the chest. Coming into sleeping pigeon, if you want to lower down, stacking the fists, lowering the forehead. Deep breaths here. 5 slow breaths. You can invite Ujjayi breath, oceanic breathing in the back of the throat, near the epiglottis. It slows down the breath and imagining the ocean waves coming in and out. And then inhale, walk yourself back up, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step it back into plank. And then shift the hips back for downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Lower the knees down, walk the knees forward. Lift up, stack the hips above the knees, shoulders above the hips. Place the hands on the lower back, draw the elbows back, take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift from the navel, lift the heart, the gaze goes up slightly. Press the pubic bone forward, press the tailbone down with the hands. Opening the shoulders, opening the front body, lift up, feel the whole front body lifting. Elbows drawn back. Camel. And then exhale, draw the shoulders above the hips. Take a moment here, roll the shoulders back and down. Stay on the knees, and this is another place where you can double pad the mat or have knee pads underneath the knees if you want to protect your knees. We'll do camel again. This time you may want to tuck the toes. We'll try sliding the hands down the thighs to find the heels. Okay, that's optional. Otherwise, have your hands on the lower back and leave the hands there. Draw the elbows back. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, press the hips forward, tailbone fall down. Lengthen from the pubic bone up to the chest, the heart. Press, press, press forward. Squeeze the glutes. And then maybe you want to slide the hands down. Find those heels and keep pressing the hips forward. Rotate the shoulders open. Okay? Try not to hyperextend in the elbows, but that's very difficult for some of us who easily do that. Feel free to look forward to relax your neck. Try not to drop the neck all the way down the back. You can injure your neck. Chin closer to the chest. Inhale, one hand at a time on the lower back. Draw yourself back to center. Untuck the toes. Sit the hips back into the heels. Finding Vajrasana. Thunderbolt pose. Relax the elbows by the sides. Relax the chest. Take a deep breath in. Big breath out. A camel is an extremely energizing pose. Just notice what you're feeling. Come into a tabletop. Find ourselves in a child's pose again. Whatever version suits you here. Reach the chest forward and sink the hips back. Extending the back. Lengthening the spine. Option here to lift the chest, cross the left arm underneath the right. Small spinal twist with a shoulder stretch. Reaching that right arm forward. Keep deepening your breath. And we'll switch sides. Reach the left arm out. Sweep the right arm underneath the left armpit. And coming back into child's pose, reach both arms forward. Exhale, walk yourself up. Sitting on the heels, interlace the fingers behind the back. Reach the top of the hands down. Open the shoulders and reach the heart up. Final opening of the front body, squeezing the back body. And then exhale, release the hands down. And then so we'll turn the shins to the side. Turn the legs forward, wiggle yourself forward, slowly lower down onto the spine. Take a moment to land on the spine. Maybe you'd like to widen the feet and just drop the knees from side to side in a windshield wiping movement. Another option is to draw the knees into the chest for a hug. Inhale, knees back to center. Draw them in for a hug. Squeeze it in a little more. Point and flex the toes. And then reach the feet to the sky for a waterfall. An option to come against the wall. If you want to bring your legs up the wall. Rotate the ankles, widen the legs. And then opposite direction. Point and flex. Reach the hands to the sky. Point and flex the hands as well. You can even rotate the wrists. Feeling anchored in the back body, connected to the earth. And then bring the knees back into the chest. Open the knees towards the armpits. Grab onto the outer shins or outer edges of the feet, or even the big toes. Open up into happy baby. The option here is to go into half happy baby if that feels better to you. Another thing you can do is straighten one leg out at a time or both into a V shape. Okay. Don't forget here to keep the lower back down towards the mat. Relax the shoulder blades. Keep space in the front body to breathe. Soften your mind. And then exhale, lower the feet back down on the mat. Reach the legs forward, reach the arms overhead, final big stretch, reach, reach, reach. Squeeze the midline, feel your body activating all around. And then exhale, completely release into your final Shavasana. Option to bring the feet, soles of the feet together, opening the knees into a butterfly. Closing the eyes. Soften your chest. Again, soften your facial muscles. Feeling supported by the earth. Meeting yourself exactly in this moment, here and now. And give yourself permission here to be exactly who you are. No need to change anything now. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you in your practice. Namaste.